Hello everyone, I'm Crazy Canuck 1985 and this is Course Design 201. This is my second series of course tutorials. I'm calling it 201 because I think it may be a few of the things I'm going to talk about in this series are maybe a step up a little bit from the previous videos. So I highly recommend that if you do watch my videos, you start with the 101 videos. That'll give you the very, very basics. So I'm kind of going to go through assuming that everyone is familiar with the techniques and things that I went over in Course Design 101. So I'm going to start with our first episode, just talking about some of the new tools in the latest update. Now, I'm recording this right at the end of June 2015, so this is the May/June update. The first DLC was just released, as well as the new Highlands theme. So since Course Design 101, there's been a few new themes, one being Tropical. Okay, very versatile theme here. Harvest is a new one as well. Delta, and the newest one is Highlands. So these are some four excellent themes. Let's play around in Highlands. I'm just going to show you a few of the new tools that are prominent in this update. So all this is the same. I'm just going to knock this down to 0. So again, if you don't really know what I'm doing here, just refer to my Course Design 101 series here. So here's the Highlands theme, which is really nice. It's nice how now, well, let's look at a few new things. First thing is you can now set the firmness for greens and fairways individually. So this used to be all done at once, so that means if you set your firmness to firm, your fairways were firm, and then your greens were really firm. So this created some really firm, fast, very, very difficult courses. So now you can make your firmness separate, which is really nice. Another cool thing, you can change the color of the flag, so that's new. What else here? Heavy rough width, that's a new thing as well. So you can set that. I always recommend setting this down to 0 and adding in your own heavy rough. But again, that's up to you. Oh, what else is new? Well, going to appearance, you can now select backdrops. There's usually 4 different backdrops with theme, 3 or 4. This Highlands one is nice because, again, water on one side and then land on the other 3, which is nice. So that's new. Some of the real big new ones are in terms of new sliders. So for example, the details slider. Details are things like grasses and small plants. So right now it's set to full. If I set that down to 0, all the plants will disappear. So they were there, and now this is gone. So instead of just hand deleting them, you can use that, which is nice. Same thing with rocks. Oh, the dreaded rocks. So once you lowered, for example, let's set something just below water level here. Let's do that. See, whenever you set something pretty low, some rocks would auto-generate. And this was annoying. So now, instead of hand deleting them, you can just set the slider to 0. Or as few or many as you want. So that makes things a lot easier. There's now a distance marker. So if you want to be measuring, well, how far is it from here to, well, this extending hill here? Well, now you've got a tool. Okay, and you can click on it, and you can add to the point if you want. So you can really measure and pinpoint before you even lay down a hole how far you want it and how far the approach shots are going to be and so on. So another very, very handy tool. Another thing with appearance, weather is new. So there's 4 different weather options now. You have clear, dry, overcast, and then you have rain. As of right now, rain doesn't affect the firmness or anything. It doesn't soften greens or fairways or anything, but at least it's there, and it gives you some more options on how your course looks. Let's see, what else is new? I think I've kind of covered the basics here. So again, these are kind of some new features we can work with, and we're really going to start diving into using some of these new features in later videos.